A landmark day today in the tech world. Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter.com, made a stunning announcement on his own Twitter feed. It was a 3-second video. This is what it said. The bird goes away, replaced by X. In fact, the headquarters for Twitter.com in San Francisco looked like this last night as this huge change took place. That's right, Twitter.com is now X.com. If you go to X.com, it routes you right to Twitter. Boy, by the way, how much must that have cost? Just to purchase the URL of X.com. Someone else must have owned it, right? So Twitter.com is now X.com. What does that mean exactly? Well, according to the CEO of Twitter, she put out a tweet that explained this. Her name is Linda Yaccarino. She said, X is the future state of unlimited interactivity, centered in audio, video, messaging, payments, banking, creating a global marketplace for ideas, goods, services, and opportunities. Powered by AI, X will connect us all in ways we're just beginning to imagine. What the hell does that mean? I feel like I'm in someone's living room and they're trying to explain some sort of multi-level marketing plan to me, and I'm sorry, I don't want to buy that soap. I just want to buy the soap I'm used to buying. No, but you'll get rich if you just buy it this way. No, Jim Hanson has forgotten more about social media than I'll ever know, and he joins us now. You seem to be all on board with this X thing.
Well, I mean, what's the choice? You know, it's not like, no, I'm going to refuse to acknowledge that they changed the name.
Here's Jim Hanson. I, for one, accept and welcome my new X overlords.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Elon is the man. No, I look at it like this. He said he was going to do it for a while, and apparently he got a wild hair. What they haven't quite figured out is what they're going to call all this stuff. What's a tweet now?
Right.
Is it X? You know, what are we? We're not tweeps. We're not anything else. I don't know. There's a lot that you can do when you're the richest man in the world and you just decide, no, I'm going to do it tonight. Why? Because I said.
By the way, what does this do to our Salem Media Group town hall website known as Twitchy? It's one of our most popular websites, part of the Salem group. And it's all about tweets and what people put out on tweets. We got the bird as part of our logo, Twitchy. It's all obsolete now.
Hey, I was way ahead of the power curve because I saw he was starting this last night. And I have the Freebird Alliance was previously our kind of trade group.
I remember.
To negotiate with Twitter to try and get them to stop throttling conservatives. And last night I changed it to the Free X Alliance and used the new logo and did a video this morning. So I'm way ahead of the power curve. You guys are going to have to be Twixy.
You're a lemming is what you are. Twixy. I'll put
that
in the suggestion box down the
lemming.
hall. All right, so let's really talk, because this is more than just a rebranding. Yes, the bird is gone. Although, wait, before we get into the more than just rebranding, why rebrand in the first place? He spent, what, $40 billion on this thing. Part of what he was purchasing was a well-established, internationally known brand. That blue bird means something. It's like changing the golden arches. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Again, I don't want to second guess literally the richest man in the world, but that's a hell of a lot of marketing and brand recognition clout that you're just tossing.
Yeah, and it is crazy until you look at SpaceX and X.AI, which is his AI company, and he's building a conglomerate. Yeah. And so he had to fit this in the conglomerate. And the real values he had in Twitter was a 300 million person user base and all the historical data of that, which he can use to train AI.
Right.
So he's got a massive thing. Was it crazy? Of course it's crazy. It's Elon Musk. He does crazy.
Well, and you make a very important point here. He purchased a user group. He purchased a user community that is very engaged. If you use Twitter, or X, I guess we're calling it now, you probably use it multiple times a day. I mean, Hanson, you live on the space for the most part. You and Schlichter, it's like you don't even talk to your wives, and you both have pretty hot wives. So if you listen to what the CEO said, let's bring her tweet up again, because this is actually incredibly illuminating. The CEO of Twitter says this is going to involve audio, video, and messaging. We already have that. Payments and banking, creating a global marketplace for ideas, goods, and services. So in other words, there's a huge financial aspect of this. He basically sees everybody who's using this website now for sending out messages, sharing articles, maybe even creating original content. He sees it also as a giant marketplace for transactions, for buying and selling stuff like eBay, or for banking like Venmo. Is that what we're headed to?
Absolutely. And what he got is he got those 300 million users and all the companies that previously were using Twitter to send people to their products. So if you wanted to go to Venmo, Venmo's Twitter might send you there. If you want to go to Amazon, you went there through Twitter. Now you don't have to leave Twitter under this new plan. What they're going to do is give you the opportunity to have some form of currency. I'm not sure how they'll do it. They may do crypto. Who knows? It doesn't really matter. What they'll have is the ability for companies to market directly so that the customers now don't leave the platform, and the advertising revenue goes up, the money sharing goes up. There is a cunning plan in the midst of Elon's insanity.
One ring to rule them all. I mean, does this not make you a little uncomfortable, thinking that people will have their banking transactions, payment transactions, social media contacts? People can be entrepreneurs and build their own subscription base and their own creative marketplace, all in one place, all resting on the shoulders of one man. This has got Bond villain written all over it.
Isn't it awesome? Here's the thing. If there's so many of these instances already. Look at Google. 92% of internet searches worldwide are answered by Google, which means they control everything you think, find, want to know, or do. Google gets a chance to filter before you get a chance to learn a thing. So to have a competitor to that, to me, is a bonus. If he's going to take apart Facebook and Meta and Google and the rest of those guys and at least provide competition, and Amazon and eBay, I want that. I want more competition. He won't win it all, but having more is better.
All right, let me, again, because I tend to be a fan of Elon Musk. I think that he marches to his own drummer, and more often than not, I agree with his perspective on things, I find. And by the way, I do, full disclosure, drive one of his fancy American-made electric cars. Not to save the planet or anything, just because it's kind of a kick-ass car. But that being said, Elon Musk, after he made his money as one of the partners of PayPal, every single thing that he's done since then, whether it's Tesla or SpaceX or other various major money-making schemes, he's always done it because he's made a partnership with the federal government. Right? I mean, is he one step away here? It's like corporate welfare, right? The reason people bought all those Teslas at the beginning is because they got tax breaks because Elon Musk properly lobbied the people in this town. So is he going to be in bed with the government, with Twitter or X now?
Well, look at one of the first things he did. The first thing he did was to release the Twitter files, which showed how the government was conspiring with Twitter to censor opinions and voices they didn't like. That's unconstitutional, and he put himself and the rest of his businesses at risk by releasing those files and painting a target on himself, saying, we're not going to do that. Now, he hasn't delivered the free speech he's promised. This free speech, not reach policy they have says, we won't suspend your account if you say something that the left doesn't like. We just won't let anyone see it. So that needs to change, but at least he took on the government censorship first thing. I like that.
Maybe he took him on, or maybe this is like your classic mafia move. It's like, gee, it sure would be a shame for me to show everything that I know, so maybe you need to step up. I don't know. We'll see. I don't mean to be cynical about this.
Somebody has to.
I want him to be successful. I don't like things being too big, Jim Hanson. You know that.
I know. And this has the potential to be as big a conglomerate as anybody has attempted, given the things they laid out. So I don't want them to succeed at that level, but I do want them to succeed in being a competitor, in broadening the marketplace, and at least deliver us the free speech you promised, Elon, or you may lose everybody.
All right, that's Jim Hanson, and he's all in on X.com as long as they actually deliver. Well, if Tucker is all in, that's a good sign, I think, right?
There you go. Yeah, he's the lead dog, and they got to play nice with him.
All right, Jim Hanson.
We'll see what they do.
Also co-host of the Warlords podcast with our pal Kurt Schlichter. Thanks, Jim. Good stuff. There's more to come. Don't delete me, Elon. I drive your car, for God's sake. I'll even go on your rocket if you want. There's more to come on O'Connor Tonight.